is time. And that chain goes from that future anchor you set of where you want to be, who you want to be. Have you ever been at the point in your life where you know you want to be somewhere else and you know you have a greater purpose and mission, but from point A to point B, where you know you should be or want to be, it's just a lot of fog and you have no idea what to do, so many decisions, and every day just seems like you're overwhelmed from things that have nothing to do with where you're going to end up and where you want to be. To get there, you have to imagine what your dream destination is going to be, like who you want to be, how you want to act, where you want to live, where you want to go, and you need to build this out in great detail. And then once you do that, you know that this is the life that you want to have and you want to get there, but every day you're like, I'm not there, I don't know how to get there, so here is a method that delivers the ability to daily stay connected to your vision and continue daily moving through what you need to go through to get where you want to be. So without tools, we're not going to be able to get what we want. Say you want to build a house, or you want to be a brick mason or a plumber. Well, you need the specific tools for those specific jobs, and sometimes we don't have them. But here's the cool thing. To be a different person or to daily have the mental fortitude to get where you want to be, mental tools are free. And that's why I want to tell you about future anchors, which are incredible. Quick overview of how a future anchor works. Go back to where you created your dream life, where you were just the most magnificent version of yourself, and that's how you want to be with everything in your life set up the way you want it. That is your dream life. Remember that. Now what you do is you imagine that whole scene and that feeling as a huge anchor that you set in the ocean. And there's a chain attached to it. And that chain, let's say this future version of you is maybe 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, 3 months down the road. And the ocean is time. And that chain goes from that future anchor you set of where you want to be, who you want to be, and who you want in your life. And that chain goes all the way back to where you are right now. Now think about this. Every day that transpires is a link in that chain that connects you to the next day, to the next day. And so what you need to imagine doing is that as you go through the day, doing these steps that you know is going to get you where you want to be, but right now, you may be in the muck and the mire and you just come out of the worst, but you know where you're going to be. So these daily things that you do are building the next link, that connect you to the future, and you are slowly building and pulling yourself towards the future that you want and that you know and that you've seen. And so when you implement this daily and remembering, I have a future set up, and every day I'm going to build and build and build. And guess what? Imagine that chain is at the bottom of the Marianas Trench. Nobody on earth knows it exists. Nobody knows it's there. And you're the only one that can see it. And you're the only one that can build it. And it's all up to you to do that. So that's why you've got to get so connected to your future that on the days when you just do not want to even get out of bed or do not want to do that same task for the millionth time, you remember, today I am building a link to connect me to the future to get me where I want to be. And you're under a lot of pressure. You're at the bottom of the Marianas Trench. It's hard, it's miserable, and nobody cares. But when you set your future anchor, nobody can move it. And you're the only one that can build it and achieve it and get to it. I hope that helps. You have a wonderful day.